Welcome to homework.
For part A, let's draw the structure of ABS, assuming a 1:1:1 mole ratio, and we're asked to draw two repeating units of the polymer. So let's go ahead and do so. CH2, CH, benzene ring here. So there's one repeating unit. We'll work on the second repeating unit here. And just make sure this is going to fit. So there is a structure for two repeating units of the ABS molecule. For part B, we're asked to find the mass percent of acetonitrile, butadiene, and styrene in the polymer sample. First of all, so only acetonitrile contains nitrogen. So let's first start with acetonitrile because we're told that we have 8.80% of nitrogen. If we assume 100 grams of the ABS, that would mean that we would have 8.80 grams of nitrogen. So starting from this, convert to moles. And in this would yield 1 mole of the acetonitrile has a molar mass of, so this would be nitrogen, 1 mole of the acetonitrile C3H3N has a molar mass of 53.0 grams of C3H3N. This would give me 33.3 grams of the acetonitrile, and therefore the mass percent of the acetonitrile will be 33.3 grams of the acetonitrile over the 100 grams of the polymer, or the ABS, times 100%, and we'll find that this will be equal to 33.3% of the acetonitrile. Now let's move on to the butadiene. Butadiene will react 1:1 with bromine, and we're told that we have 0.605 grams of bromine, and the molar mass per mole mole ratio, or Stoichiometric bridge, butadiene C4H6, this would be 54.0 grams of C4H6 per mole of C4H6 as its molar mass. This will work out to 0.205 grams of the C4H6. And now we can find the mass percent of the butadiene. 0.205 grams over 1.20 grams, which would be the mass given, times 100%, and that would be equal to 17.1% of the butadiene. And now, by difference, the mass percent of the styrene will be 100% minus the percent of the acetonitrile minus the mass percent of the butadiene. So we can get the mass percent of the styrene to be equal to 49.6% of the C8H8. For part C, we are asked to determine the relative number of monomer units in the sample. So we'll use our mass percents that we have. So we're going to assume 100 grams of the ABS polymer. And we know we have 33.3% or 33.3 grams of the acetonitrile. We have 17.1% or 17.1 grams of the butadiene, and we have 49.6 grams or 49.6 grams of the styrene. Let's convert all of these to moles. .628 moles. This would be 54.0 grams per mole, and this will yield 0.316 moles, and this would be 104 grams per mole, and this would yield 0.476 moles. Divide by the smallest, which is 0.316, and I'm going to get 1, 2, and roughly 1.5. To get whole numbers, I'm going to multiply this by 2 to give me 4, 2, and 3. That means I have a ratio of 4, 2, and 3. There is, for ABS, there's 4 acetonitrile, 2 butadiene, 3 styrene, and that would be the ratio of molecules in this polymer.